Hey, how's everyone doing? So you might think I'm in my wife's ADX right now because that's exactly what this is, but it's not. This is a loaner car. So that's what they gave me for a loaner. Now I went in just to get my maintenance, my oil change, tire rotation. I was going to get alignment on it as well. But when they had it on the lift to get ready for the oil change, they noticed something wrong with the car. And if you guys follow me for some time, you know I don't drive a whole lot. My car has 24,000 miles on it, and it's almost 5 years old. But that doesn't mean you'll be free of problems, and this is a prime example of it. So when they had the car on the lift, the guy came over and told me that they noticed some leaking from the transfer case. So, oh yes, the transfer case issue. And if you haven't followed Acuras for a while, the Acura TLX and the MDX have been having issues with blown transfer cases. So the guy told me it was a very small leak, but they weren't comfortable with me driving it out of there and coming back later just because it could damage the transmission if that leak gets worse. So they went ahead and ordered a brand new transfer case. And supposedly what I've been hearing from the techs there is that they'll develop a small leak like that, and then over time, as more oil leaks out of it, that's where it'll start stripping the splines that are inside the transfer case. And I guess per Acura, they said they could repair it by putting a new gasket in it, but Acura wants them just to swap out the unit because it's the same amount of time to drop the transfer case, so they're just replacing it with a brand new one. So I'm here to say that it's not just the Type S, because I know it's mainly been seen on the Type S vehicles right now, on the MDX Type S and the TLX Type S, but mine is not the Type S, and it's had a small leak. So it's not the stripped splines, but it was just starting to leak. And so if I drove that for longer and longer, eventually it would leak more and cause things to be catastrophic inside the transfer case. And here's a printout that I got. The only positive about all this was I was going to pay $150 for a four-wheel alignment. And the guy told me by doing the transfer case, they have to perform a four-wheel alignment anyway. So I saved $150 out of it because they had to do a alignment after they were done putting the transfer case in. So the only thing I'm happy about is I bought an extended warranty when I got this car. I got Acura Care, so it covers all of this stuff. So if you guys are in the market for a new vehicle, I highly, highly recommend getting an extended warranty. I've never been a fan of them. I've never got extended warranty before, but something told me this car has so many electronics and parts that it's probably good, and they don't make cars like they used to. And I'm glad I did, because this paid for itself easily already. And then another issue that I had, so I told him when I had it in, was my center console was all bubbled up. And I'm sure you've seen that before. It just, the glue comes undone, the leather starts bubbling. I mentioned that, and they put this brand new one on there because of the warranty as well. It covers all that. It's at least the Acura Care is, it's the full bumper-to-bumper warranty for additional 5 years. This is the one I picked out. So it covers everything just like your car was brand new. Any rattle you don't like, you take it in, and they'll diagnose it and fix it. So I'm happy I bought it. I was bummed that the transfer case had issues already. So we'll see how long this one holds up. I have about 4 years left on the warranty. So if it goes, hope it goes the next 4 years. So I just want to keep you guys in the loop on that, because a lot of people were thinking it's mainly the Type S, but like I said, I was shocked to see that, but it wasn't blown at that point. I still had power to all four wheels. So I know people that they jack their car up, and that's the way they check it. If you don't get power to all four wheels, then the transfer case is blown. It wasn't like that, but the advisor told me that that's usually how it starts, is with a leak. And then, of course, not enough lubrication, and things will start stripping. And if you have the strip splines in it, then that's where you'll lose the ability to transfer power. So I just want to give you guys some insight on that. All is good right now. They replaced it. Drives perfect, just like, brand new. No weird things. I was a little nervous with the install just because it is a pretty big job to put a transfer case in. You have to drop the subframe. So, but everything feels good, tight. There's no weird noises. Always a little concerned about that, but I'm happy to report that everything's good at this point. So again, let me know you guys' thoughts on this. Like, I'm wondering if it's the same exact part they replaced or it's a revised part. Since my car was from 2021, wondering if now they actually have revised transfer cases a little bit beefier. But let me know you guys' thoughts. I appreciate it as always. If you have any questions, just leave them below. I'll get right back to you. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks again, everybody.